to deal with the concerns of our friends, of whom I support, environmental groups and the Humane Society, and just a litany of individuals from the Alaska Wilderness League, Alliance for the Wild Rockies, Humane Society International, Endangered Species Coalition, Environmental Investigation Agency, and National Audubon Society, Kentucky Heartwood, and just a whole array of individuals, of which I will offer into the record at another time. But yet this bill comes and specifically interferes with what I believe is the important protection, if you will, of managers of items that impact our wilderness. This bill undermines the NEPA Wilderness Act and National Wildlife Refuge System Administration Act to solve a problem that does not exist. It blocks the administration's rule to restrict trade in African elephant ivory and protect African elements from being slaughtered for their tusks. It adds indiscriminate and inhumane trapping practices to the legal definition of hunting and does not include a long-term reauthorization of the Land and Water Conservation Fund, a high priority for hunters and anglers. My simple question is, couldn't we have found some common ground and not be supporting legislation that, for one, that my amendment on polar bears will, in fact, impact, that the wealthy trophy hunters that shot bears had full knowledge of the pending rule. This is an issue that occurred when 41 polar bears were killed as the Fish and Wildlife Service finalized a rule listing them as threatened under the Endangered Species Act. The polar bears are vulnerable. They're not yet under the Endangered Species Act, but they are vulnerable. And so we have individuals who want to take advantage and seek to utilize the loophole. That is my opposition to this legislation, is that it does not find a balance. What it does do is it puts our animals in jeopardy, animals that make for the ecosystem in a positive way. And so I would ask my colleagues really to go back to the drawing boards and come forward with a bill that actually protects animals, allows sport, but does not undermine the whole ecosystem and undermine the structure of protecting animals, and certainly, in the memory of Cecil, to continue to kill, although a lion, continue to kill our vulnerable species of polar bears just to have trophies. With that, Mr. Chairman, I ask for the opposition to this bill, and I yield back my time.
Thank you. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized.